Hello, beautiful people. All right, so today we're going to be fertilizing one of my gardening row beds, putting in the trellis system, and replanting some cherry tomato plants because they're getting out of hand. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is drop our liquid fertilizer in our beds. And if you follow this channel, you know I'm very big on using what you have. So all of these are just food scraps blended up into a liquid form. And as you can tell, some of these, like this one right here, is ready to bust open. So this happens sometimes, and it's okay. All you gotta do is shake it up and carefully open it, because this will fly out if you just open it and splatter everywhere. It's happened to me before, and it may happen in this video, so you may get some bloopers. But every 2 to 3 days or so, you just want to take the lid off of this, get the air out, and make sure it doesn't end up like this, because that's basically what happened. It's just full of air and it's compressed, so be careful with this. It will fly out and go everywhere. So do this outside or somewhere you don't have to worry about cleaning up. So yeah, let's do that. This one right here is doing exactly what I was saying it's gonna do. Gonna bust open and fly out, but I'm obviously not gonna hold this next to the camera when it happens, but you can kind of hear it. All right, we didn't get dirty, so mission accomplished. Okay, now I'm a little afraid for this one. As you can see, the top of the bottle is even rounded up. So here we go. See, it sounds like you're opening a soda up or something. You hear it? So just let it do its thing. Okay. I just got, oh Jesus. Well, I did exactly what I said I didn't want to happen, and this shot at least 10 feet across from me onto my shed wall, across all the other garden beds, and it's all over my face and clothes, and oh my goodness, I need to go wash up real quick. All right, so I just had to wash my face off because this stuff got everywhere. Like I said, this stuff got everywhere. Like I said, all over my clothes. Well, you probably can't see it now, but it shot over here to my shed. So I wear a size 13 shoe. So I mean, I'm gonna get these steps in as accurate as I can. So 12 feet or feet, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. It shot over 14 feet across all three of my beds, and it hit the wall right here. Oh man, you got, so like I said, you got to be careful with making liquid fertilizer with food scraps because it is organic material and it does decompose over time. So like I said, every 2 to 3 days you want to go shake it up and then take the lid off so all that air, compressed air, can get out of there and you won't have to deal with stuff like that. So yeah, this has happened to me 3 times and I still do it, but hey, we didn't use chemicals in our garden bed, all organic, baby. So yeah, now we're gonna get to setting up our T-posts for our trellises. So yeah, let's get started on that. All right, so these beds are 3 feet, give or take, if I measure them right. Let's do a quick measurement real quick. Oh no, they're actually longer than 3 feet, which is fine, no big deal. Yeah, I was shooting for 4 feet, so I'm gonna drop a marker right here at 2 feet. And we're gonna put our posts. About 7 feet in. About right there. Yeah, about right there. Oh. Bad boy's falling on me. There we go. Okay. That's good right there. Okay, now we're gonna tie a string to this and run a line so we can get it straight. Actually, let me put my conduit in real quick so I can see how long 10 feet are. Because if you do it at exactly 10 feet, you're not gonna have any room to hang your conduit in. It's gonna fall out, so put that in real quick. Okay, so that's where I want it. So let me go ahead and put a mark right there too. So we actually didn't need to run a string. All I needed to do was drop my conduit in there and then give me a straight line. go, baby. Okay, and now we're gonna put these on top of our T-posts and put our conduits in there as well. And then, yeah, we have a trellis that we can hang stuff off of. So let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. All I did was scoop the T-post back. All right, there we go. And will you look at that? And now our T-post is done, baby. Give it a little, give it a little bounce so we can see what we're working with. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. So now we're gonna put fresh compost over this fertilizer. And yeah, then we're gonna replant our cherry tomatoes, which are going insane over here. Look at these bad boys. Look at the stock on this. Jesus, these are all cherry tomatoes. Don't ask me how they got in here. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're gonna get fresh compost, put it in here, and then we're gonna put it in our garden bed. This is my compost sifter. I already have compost down there, so I'm gonna take what I got down there first, put it in here, and then we're gonna sift out some fresh compost. So let's go ahead and get to that. This will be a lot easier. All right, so a whole cart's worth was 6 5-gallon buckets worth of compost. I probably could have fit a little bit more in here, but I'm actually gonna set up my compost sifter now so we can get a fresh big pile, and that way we don't have to stop and do this every, couple loads. So yeah, we're gonna get into that now. All right, so now I got my compost sifter hooked up. So now we're just gonna sift some compost out and get a good big pile so we don't have to do it again, and we can just throw our compost into the garden row beds. And yeah, so here we go. It can get a little loud, so I'm probably gonna do it for a while just to show you guys the gist of it, and then yeah, we're gonna go from there. So this is what 2 loads of compost gets you. So these are all the bulky wood chips. And this is all the fine stuff. And as you can see, I got a nice little hill. So I'm gonna go put this in the garden bed row now. And as you can see, I put a potted pot right there that I'm gonna put compost and fertilizer in. And over time, that's going to seep from the bottom slowly down into the garden bed, and it's gonna spread out around the foliage planted around that. So it saves time. Instead of, digging out and dropping stuff in there, all I gotta do is put it in that pot and it will slowly go down and spread out throughout the garden bed. So that's why that's in there. And I actually put another compost pile over there. So I'm probably gonna just do 3. I might do just 2, but I'm probably gonna do 3, so yeah. All right, and as for the fertilizer pot, I'm just gonna do a stack of wood chips and some fertilizer and then compost, and I'm just gonna, you know, lasagna it as far as that goes. So here we go. And so this is slowly gonna seep into the immediate area around here, 2 feet out at least, in all directions. And you're slowly gonna get fertilization from this. So it's so like I said, the foliage and the plants mainly around it are gonna benefit from it, but I'm also gonna, you know, have fertilization throughout the whole bed. Oh, and I will show the process of that. And so once it's all filled up, this is the drainage rate that you're gonna expect. Very slow, but steady, and over time it's gonna go all around here. And I actually watered around the pot too to close up any air gaps so nothing can crawl under there and find the fertilization. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And now I'm gonna plant out 12 inches apart for each of my plants that I'm gonna plant in here. So we're gonna do that now. And now we're gonna drop some more fertilizer in the holes. We got fertilizer for days, baby. Okay, now it is time to come in here and dig in this jungle and find the best tomato plant. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 8. I need 8 of these bad boys. So let's get to digging. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of work on this one. All right, bro. Oh well. All right, so we're gonna take the bottom leaves off of these. All of them. All right. We're gonna plant this in here. Dig it out a little more. Go like that. Oh, we can go, baby. Now I am gonna need something to stand this up. So until I get my trellis system going in here. Oh. Okay, until I get my trellis system going in here, we're gonna have to use these bamboo sticks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 down here. Okay. Mission accomplished. All right, right, now I'm gonna give you guys a big gulp of water because y'all were very good on that little transplant mission. Okay, and everything is watered in and transplanted. So these tomatoes are indeterminate tomatoes. So they are going to be growing all season until they die off. Now, I expect a pretty good harvest out of these. Everything is transplanted and watered in. Like I said, I did these 4 off camera because what I should have done was done 1 each instead of pulling 4 out at a time. But I've been out here like 4 hours and 30 minutes, going on almost 5, so I'm wiped. I'm actually gonna set up the trellis system tomorrow. These are all the foliage that I pulled off the bottom because, like I said, you don't want any bottom leaves touching the dirt because that's how disease and stuff happens. So I'm actually gonna set up the trellis system tomorrow. So I put these stakes in here just for temporarily holding up the tomato plants and keeping them off the grass, like this one is doing. This one is, man, it's a beautiful plant, but it's heavy and it's kind of growing at an awkward stage. So I'm gonna have to fix that off camera again. Like I said, the liquid fertilizer is right there. There's still water at the top. So like I said, this slowly goes throughout the bed and distributes evenly around the immediate area. And yeah, like I said, some of these are already getting flowers on them. So thank you guys for checking in, and I will catch you guys in another video, probably setting up these strings for the trellises up here. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.